Recycling is California's great unsung environmental success story, and Joe Garbarino is the hero of that success story. He did really two main things to get us to where we are today. He demonstrated by being, I believe, the first curbside recycling program and the first material recovery facility in California, that you could take recycling to a whole another level, and also make it convenient for people so that you'd have a much larger level of participation.
When I grew up, my parents were both immigrants, and you knew that you had to save everything. What you didn't eat today became frittata the next day, or became minestrone. I was never a garbage man. I was over the scavenger. My dad was a scavenger. The name of the company was San Francisco Scavengers. What we did when we went to work, 4 guys on a truck, we all go out, park under a street lamp, and 3 guys will go out and gather the garbage, dump it in the truck under that lamp there, so the guy can sort all the bottles and cans and rags and everything else. Today, what a scavenger really is a recycler.
Earth Day 1970, all over California, students were looking for, and young people were looking for ways to protect the earth, to reverse the decline in our environmental quality, and one of the concrete things that could be done was to recycle. And so these ragtag college town recycling programs got started.
I went out listening to what these hippie kids, and the plan was the first recycling program countywide in the United States. I had an army behind me. It wasn't only the environmental, especially Gloria Duncan and Ted Wellman, but the people behind them too. And with that army, I was like a crusader. We went in and we cut the dragon's head off and his tail, we ate it, and we went right on down the road. And that's what it was all about.
As the various legislative efforts in Sacramento to advance recycling gained momentum, and the waste hauling industry in general would line up and say, we can't do this, it's not economical, it doesn't work, Joe would really say, the hell it doesn't, because I'm doing it, I'm demonstrating it.
We had fights all the way. I was called a lot of names. This guy's crazy, we're gonna lose money, what are we gonna be doing here? There's not gonna be anything left to pick up. Well, it turns out now you got 3 trucks instead of 1 truck, and they never could see that. I saw it in color, bright colors out there. They couldn't see the black and white. It's a shame that they didn't have that vision.
I go up to Sacramento a couple of times a month to work on legislation for the industry, and got on the elevator on the 4th floor. On the 3rd floor, 2 gentlemen got in, and I was in the back, and they were talking about a solid waste issue. By the time we got to the ground floor, one of them said, I know what we'll do. We'll call Joe Garbarino, and he'll have the answer. We have the hazardous waste drop-off facility that is a partnership with the San Rafael Fire Department. The indoor dump, or Marin Resource Recovery Center, takes in commercial waste and has a recovery rate in the high 70s. We have a little over 3,000 children and young adults who come through every year. We have the new Waste to Energy program, a partnership with Central Marin Sanitation Agency, taking organic material from restaurants, cafeterias in our service area, 250 different points of food source.
It's a renewable resource, the food waste, and there's an energy content to that. So by being a energy production facility utilizing the food waste, we're aligning with federal and state renewable resource energy generation goals. And the end result of all the processing is generation of electricity, which is used to power our wastewater treatment agency and our facilities.
Well, it is quite an amazing thing to me that a few individuals, and one in particular, Joe Garbarino, and an effort in a local community like this can have the global impact that it has. California was ahead of the curve. Marin County was ahead of California, and Joe Garbarino was leading Marin into that leadership role.
My father is part of the greatest generation. He set the bar very high for his industry, achieved many wonderful things. We're grateful for this acclaim, and I'm just grateful that I'm his daughter.